all you beautiful people out there. I'm Mrs. Realistic, and I welcome you back to the channel. Okay, I got a request to check out this young fellow, Logan Halstead, Dark Black Coal. And I looked him up, and as far as I can tell, he was about 17 when he did this song. This is from Radio WV. It's a really cool channel for sort of unknown artists, and it's where I was also introduced to Nolan Taylor and, of course, Oliver Anthony. All right, without more babbling from me, let's check it out.
Well, you ain't got no life anymore. You stay in a dark coal mine, working away every day with your wife and kids on your mind. You wake up in the morning and grab your hard hat, pray that you make it back home. Your body is aching and you just can't take it, mining that dark black hole. Dark black coal, take my soul, owe it to you anyways. Just don't let my children become the victims of the mountain's evil ways.
Whew. Goosebumps. I don't know if you can see it. But what a talented young guy. A great guitar, really beautiful voice. Kind of reminds me of, what is his name? Tyler Childers. He sings a lot about the hard-working blue-collar man. I can see on his hat here it says Appalachian something. My husband and I were watching a YouTube channel about the Appalachian Mountains and sort of like the misunderstandings and the generalizations about people who live in Appalachia. And a lot of the towns talked about how their entire families had worked in the coal mines. It's the only job that paid well, but they're left with lung problems afterwards and health problems afterwards, and such a toll it has taken on their life. But it was the only way that they could support their family well and not be living in poverty. But then there was also one guy who was talking about how they would get vouchers rather than a paycheck, and those vouchers were only good for the local store in town. So basically there's that saying that something like they sold their soul to the company store. And so that's what so many of these guys talk about, is selling your soul for whoever it is that you're working for, because you can't just take that money and go on a vacation with your family or go get clothes at a different store or go get food at a different grocery store. Everything had to be at this one shop. Yeah, a completely different way of living, and something I can't imagine. It just wasn't a choice for some guys.
The mountain's evil ways. And you miss being younger, a boy with a hunger to get far away from this town. You never knew how, why, or when, just knew that you'd make it somehow. Now 20 years older, shoulder to shoulder with boys who were just like you, spending their lives underground, proving their collars are blue. Dark black coal, take my soul, owe it to you anyways. Just don't let my children become the victims of the mountain's evil ways. dark black hole, take my soul, owe it to you anyways. Just don't let my children become the victims of the mountain's evil ways.
Wow, that was a great song. So he must have had family that was in the coal industry, or heard stories from his dad or his grandpa, and wanting something more for your kids, wanting your children to not have to also follow in your footsteps is probably a huge thing. Is they're working so hard to be able to give their children a better life and a better future. And I think this is something that a lot of these guys struggle with. It's good pay, but, well, I don't even know what the pay is, but it's better pay than a lot of jobs they could get out there. So this probably hits home for a lot of people. I love this channel. This has got some amazing artists on here. And hopefully, it's exposing people to these super talented people that might not otherwise get recognition. So this is fantastic. Thank you for this request. I always enjoy checking out new artists. And like I've said before, I wouldn't have found out about them if it weren't for you guys and all your awesome suggestions. Thank you once again for joining me. Have a wonderful day. And as I always say, we'll see you in the next one. Peace.